you doing? Did you bring the generator in the house? You're gonna suffocate.
Suffocating was kind of the point, honey. I just lost all of our money on the Bet Friends app. I thought the Jets could take the Steelers.
Well, listen, babe, I kind of thought that something like this might happen, and that's why I secured ourselves a little nest egg.
What?
Oh. No. I lost everything at the high jump in the Special Olympics. Kevin beat Jeffy. It was supposed to be a sure thing.
It's so hard to bet on retards, babe.
I know. I love you.
I love you.
Bet Friends is not responsible for self-harm, loss of smell, and joining OnlyFans to feed your addiction, self-martyrdom, compulsive gambling, nerve damage, assassination attempts, male breast growth, torture, tragedy, and misfortune. And for a limited time, invite a friend to receive a $10 wager credit. Bet Friends. If you're not winning, you're losing. I don't think they trained him. It's anyway, hey, how you doing? It's Dave Landau. Welcome to Normal World. I hope you all had a good weekend. With me, as usual, is Angela.
What up?
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm pretty good.
You look at you, Wednesday Addams.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, thank you.
I like it.
Thanks.
It's like when I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were darker.
You said, I missed that hair. You did.
I didn't mean it like a bad way.
No, it's funny.
I just think when you change your hair, you should be complimentary. But I meant it.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, what'd you do with the...
Why'd you do that?
Different.
You could have made a choice. No, I think you look good, though. You look like the Angela I met 5 years ago.
Yeah. Wow, has it been 5 years?
4 or 5? 4?
No, it has. 2020.
It was a while ago.
Wow.
Yeah, 2020 to 2019.
Look at us go.
God, life goes by slow. Anyway, it's good to be here. Yeah, it's been way too fast. Go ahead and what do? Tongue punch that like button, as they like to say, and subscribe. Why not? What are you doing?
Do it.
And comment your favorite number. Why not?
Yeah, tell us what your favorite number is. I bet it's one of 2. All right. Joining me today in QB seat, he is unfortunately out. He's got a bit of a cold, which, we hope he gets better. Mm-hmm. Thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
I was on a plane for an hour and 10 minutes. Do you know that planes can just not have electricity?
That's fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Sweating.
What happened? Wait, what happened?
Well, before we took off on Delta today, they said, we don't have any air conditioning. We're going to recharge one of whatever they do.
Okay.
And then they said, all right, we got it working. And I'm thinking, that sounds very unsafe. And then we took off, and partway there, the air conditioning stopped. So everybody was just sweating.
At least it was the air conditioning that stopped and not the plane.
That's true.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
If they have to balance the power to somewhere.
It was New York people, though, and we were all very sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
And then when we landed, the plane completely would not connect to the gate due to the power outage. And it took an hour and 20 minutes, and it was just the pilot over the microphone, like, I do want to apologize again. Maybe if you open your vents, it'll cool off the plane. We don't know what's going on. If we can get it started up, we could go to another gate.
Yeah.
People are, crying. I'm like, this is awesome.
I was on a plane once that wouldn't take off because the speedometer wasn't working. So we all had to deplane so they could
I feel like
fix
that's
it.
a lie.
I know. And I'm like, what is this, a 2000 Toyota Corolla? Why are those things breaking, first of all?
Yeah, also, air conditioning, it's like if you just open your vent, it's like, why? Is it an 88 Buick where you just put it on the cold part?
Right.
It's not going to work. There's no air blowing in here.
Just crack the window
It's like
open.
riding around with the windows rolled down.
Right,
Yeah.
but you can't roll down the windows because it's a plane.
You can once.
Yeah, I'm also thinking there's an emergency door. Like, remember when you asked me if I could handle it? I could do that.
Right.
Kick that open real quick.
Yeah, I'd be happy to assist. Did you have a slide that we can go down like in Die Hard 2? That's my only reference.
Yeah.
But they were talking about possibly bringing out, paramedics and stuff. I'm like, this is great. This is going to be fun. But, fortunately, an hour and 20 minutes later, the baby stopped crying. So that was good or bad. We don't really know. but it stopped. So, in joining me today, without further ado, real quick, this weekend, Tacoma, Washington, and next weekend, you can see me at Summit City Comedy Club with Michael Loftus. We're going to co-headline that one in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Look at that.
Nice.
Lofty.
America.
September 25 through 7, and that's me as Eddie Vedder
Nice.
this weekend.
You need hair like that.
I've never had hair like, I've had long hair.
Yeah.
Never a Vedder long. I had Cobain long, not
Okay.
Vedder. No.
I'm getting there. It's getting longer.
You want to get Alice in Chains long?
I could.
Want to OD? He's got
Preferably
long
not.
hair. You got good long
Yeah.
hair.
And you got the good beard to go.
We got it
You got
pulled
like the
back
Viking
today.
look, you know?
Yeah, you pulled it back. I like it.
Yeah.
No, it's a good, like, you can pull it off. Not everybody can. Some people,
I've never done it before until 2022. I just started growing it and haven't stopped.
depression.
Yes.
I gotcha.
A lot of money at the barber.
Well, that's our first guest. We should probably introduce him.
Yeah.
Please welcome, he's a talent coordinator from Kiltony, friend of mine, great comedian. Please welcome Dusty Carter.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Long hair, not dating a squirrel boy.
Because he's the squirrel with the beard.
Not having his text put out online and such.
Yeah.
So that's good.
No leaks.
No leaks. That's important. Thank you for coming in, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you when I'm there.
Yes.
So yes, friendly faces. And joining us in QB's seat, Michael Imbasciani,
Hello. It's good to be back.
mob boss,
Thank you, Angela.
musician,
I was a little off on the timing.
Dago, greasy Dago, good wop, Guinea. I'm half Guinea, I can
I
say.
know, exactly. Right.
Otherwise, it would be rude.
It would be, but it's not.
Well, welcome
It's
back.
appreciated. Thank you. And I brought you a little gift. I brought you wrapped in little purple
Can I
paper.
open it?
And Angela, I brought you a little gift. I only had one bag, so Angela gets the bag.
Oh,
But
'cause I'm
it's
the
just,
bag.
It's just it's just something small. But I was up
pinky.
in Georgia at the time.
It's a pinky. It's a
horse's head.
I am Italian.
This is
Yeah.
awesome.
it's a little
mini
normal world
space
guy.
man.
Yeah,
I dig it.
can go with the tiny Jesus.
Mine's
It's
a
gonna go
little
next to-
Jason.
Yeah, with
Well, yours
the,
is
with the
awesome.
machete.
Mine is sweet too, though. Look at
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mine's
Appreciate
gonna kill yours.
Thank you.
Mine's gonna go with little Jesus.
Yes.
No, we don't mean that in a
Jesus is a
sacrilegious.
spaceman.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank
folks,
you.
Of course. Yeah, there he is. The little space guy. He's cool. And he's 3D printed, and his arms and legs are a little jiggly.
Yeah, I noticed that. He's got a belly like I do.
That's why I saw it. And I was like, hey, it's Dave.
It's just like
Wow.
Dave.
Dave in a spacesuit.
Yeah, he's also got intestinal problems. Adorable.
Yes.
Well, it's been a dark few days, everybody, so please enjoy this video of a dog grocery shopping.
This helps.
It does.
It does. Cleanses the palate.
Right when people are ready to snap, you see that and you go,
I feel like he's got...
feel better.
Yeah, I feel like he's got vegetables because he can't reach the treats.
Right.
Right? I'm trying to keep it joyful because we're about to...
You just better be careful shopping in the international foods aisle.
Yeah, it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go to China, whatever you do.
Some of those Vietnamese might be hiding in the shelves.
Yeah. Where is barcode?
They're just jumping out.
How much? How much?
He was behind the broccoli. So, anywho, we don't want to be a bigotry. Bigots? What is the word? I don't know.
Bigotry.
Whatever we're called because we're white.
In the aftermath of the brutal public murder of Charlie Kirk, that switched quick. Both sides came together and turned down the temperature so we could once again have civil discourse. With those whom we disagree with. I'm kidding. Actually, leftists and liberals were complete garbage. Aptly fake named Bob Vylan, I think his name was
Bob Vylan.
Vylan,
Oh,
yeah.
Vylan.
It's a
It was
play on Bob Dylan. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bob Vylan. What was I thinking? I don't know why I didn't get that right away. Bob Vylan was a complete piece of shit. Let's take a look.
I want to dedicate this next one to an absolute piece of shit of a human being. The pronouns was, were. Because if you chat shit, you will get banned. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit. Oh shit.
All right. After public outrage, Bob, real name Pascal Robinson Foster from Ipswich. I'm not joking. Pascal Robinson Foster from Ipswich is Rob Vylan's real name. Bob Vylan. Either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would change my name too.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Right.
Sounds like he's a kid from Willy Wonka that's going to end up drowning in a river of chocolate.
And Bob Vylan is still the best he came up with.
Villain.
Yeah. Let me change one letter.
I didn't read it correctly because I didn't think it would be that bad.
Yeah.
That horrible. I would have never suspected.
Like you're going, isn't he already Bob Vylan? Like, you know, he sold his soul to the devil. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's admitted it.
Yeah, so.
And that only got him like a couple good songs, if we're being honest.
He got him the 60s, a little bit of the 70s, but then he still can tour. That was the deal.
Well, does he
Right.
make money off the T-shirts that this new generation of him are wearing? Didn't he get like a piece of that?
I hope so, or Coles is really milking it.
Coles is raking him across the coals.
Yeah. Yeah, every time you see him, you're like, wow, were you at the concert? What are you, 12?
Yeah.
Back in the 60s? I've sadly seen Bob Dylan probably 6 times. And one time it was good, and every other time I'm like, do you have any idea what he's saying? No?
No. Yeah.
Just
You go to see him to say, hey, look, there he is.
I saw Bob
Hear
Dylan.
him. Yeah.
You don't do it to say I heard Bob
Right.
Dylan. You do it to say I saw Bob
Yeah.
Dylan.
What's great is he's touring with Willie Nelson, too.
Is he right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
the Outlaw
Willie's
tour.
still pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's got to be bad when the guy who's 116 comes out
Yeah.
and is great. And
Say,
then
hey,
you
we got
come
somebody
out.
older.
We have a guy who's very old with pigtails, and he's going to be...
He's going to show you how to do it.
Yeah, he's far
Yeah.
better. This guy, we will call him by his real name again, which is Pascal Robinson Foster from Ipswich, did issue a fake apology.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated. At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. I did call him a piece of shit. That much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was, go find me a quote, go find me something that proves that we were celebrating
quote.
his death.
Yeah, I think we just
Maybe rest
played
in
that.
Not
peace.
gonna find
Yeah.
it, because it didn't
Is
happen.
this the definition of
What did happen
gaslighting?
is one reporter
Yeah.
that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report, and after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up as a celebration. Not a celebration, isn't a celebration, wasn't a celebration. Calm down.
Well, thank you for clearing that up, Pascal Robinson Foster from Ipswich. In response, the State Department revoked his visa. Oh, wait, they had already revoked his visa in 2025 for a leading death chance. What a guy.
I know, right?
Oh, shit, get banged.
Yes. Yes. At no point did I celebrate his death. I simply said he's a piece of shit and were and asked them to clap.
Yeah, and everybody in the
Applaud.
audience seemed to be celebrating that. Which,
Well, you're at a
which
Bob
that's
Dylan
that's the disgusting part. Like that's what's so disappointing. is
The whole,
that.
the talk shit, get banged. and then he got banged, and I'm confused.
Yeah.
Were we asking?
If you can show me a video other than the one you saw where I did it that night, I will say I did it. But other than that, I don't recall doing it.
If all you have is the one piece of proof that's solid, then what are we talking about?
I mean, really.
No, zero evidence, zero.
We're just splitting hairs here now.
Yeah.
You know.
Tomato, tomato.
I had my shirt off. Does that count? It's pretty dangerous.
Wasn't me.
I'm a villain. It's not like I'm good on stage. Yeah. Bob Dylan has served me with papers.
Yeah.
Cease and desist.
And I've ignored them quite plenty.
Because I'm a villain.
Didn't you notice? I love the Palestine flag in the background, and the fact that he changed his name to Bob Vylan when Dylan changed his name to Bob Dylan from Robert Zimmerman being Jewish.
Yes. Well, and also...
It's a circle of life.
Yeah, literally. It's like...
And also, Bob Dylan did change his name to Robert Dylan from Foster Ipswich.
Yeah.
It's a real chicken and the egg thing.
It really is. You don't know what came first.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But, also, it should be noted these statements were made on stage in the UK, where you can be arrested and imprisoned for incitement, as citizen Lucy Connolly was for 31 months for a supposedly racist post in the wake of the Southport killings. What a great country.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's why I declined to go over the summer on a business trip over there. I was like, I can't
Didn't
do
want to be
comedy.
stabbed?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm lucky that they're going to let me in. I don't know if they'll let me leave. I think I'll stay home.
I was booked in a theater in London, and I was basically told, like, don't go. Do not come here. And I ended up not, and I really wanted to go.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things that was a little scary, and it was also getting a little stabby there.
Yeah, stabby, and I remember the whole acid in the face thing wasn't too great either. But I will say, kudos to the people.
What world?
Kudos to the people of London. Shame on the government of England, but kudos to the people of London, and Tommy Robinson especially, that led a million-man march in the streets of London for Charlie Kirk, and seeing the footage of that, and not only that, they had a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, and with thousands and thousands, if not a million people there, you could hear a pin drop, and they all held that moment of silence for a full minute for Charlie. So they want their Archduke Ferdinand moment as well, and they're not taking it anymore.
No, well, how much are you going to take when you're arresting a comedian over tweets that don't really mean anything?
They're arresting 95-year-old old ladies walking down the street.
The old guy that got arrested, they went and kicked his door in because he shared something that somebody else posted.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't even say it. He was just like, oh, that's funny, and shared it and went to prison.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy. We're going, what dystopian future will this end up being? It's like we're living in Clockwork Orange 1984, like all of it. Yeah. Every one we managed to take and just mash together, and we're currently living in every state of it.
Yeah, every dystopian future that we've ever put on film, we've just
we're
blended.
Like, yeah, and it's all currently what we're sitting in.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yes, it is.
It's got to end at some point, though, because people aren't really just going to sit there, I don't think, and take it.
It's
They're
just
dumb as shit.
It's just like the whole Charlie thing, you know. So many people are saying, well, he was this way or he was that way. But when you look at how many people are just saying, hey, this is not okay, it's kind of refreshing. There's a lot of people that are making jokes or saying it's okay or what. But like even, what was it, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and somebody else stopped their whole concert and had American flags out and had a moment of silence for him.
Yeah.
There's people that you wouldn't expect to be speaking up going, hey, this isn't okay, we need to come together, that actually are now.
And that's the thing. That's what it should be all around. And that's why it's so disturbing that there are people publicly celebrating his death. And it's been going around, instead of cancel culture, there needs to be consequence culture. I mean, the Office Depot lady got fired who refused to print the in memoriam pictures.
And let's be honest, if you looked at them, I just don't think they wanted to get up.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They just didn't want to do their job. But you're also seeing now how many more people are going to be drawn to Charlie. Even I love having my conversation with my Uber drivers. I'm not used to doing Uber where I wasn't told you're not supposed to talk to them, but
I have,
and I sit in the front seat, and the guy even said normally people sit in the back seat.
Yeah, they do.
You have a horrible rating.
Yeah. I really don't care.
Just drive right by you.
Yeah, and so the guys asked me why I'm here, and I said I'm coming on the show, and he said, oh well, what do you talk about? I said, well, I have a feeling we're going to be talking a lot about Charlie Kirk, at least in the first show.
Should wait to get killed by an Uber driver.
I know. He spoke pretty good English, so I wasn't too worried.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where you found those.
I know. But he was a nice guy, and he goes, at first Charlie Kirk was just the prove me wrong guy. He said he had seen clips occasionally, the real gotcha ones, the real clickbaity ones on Instagram or TikTok, but he said he didn't really give them much thought. After hearing about it, he did the research into Charlie and agreed with them more and said, maybe I will listen to this guy more. And that's what you're seeing. And that's a good thing that is coming out of this horrible tragedy, this assassination. And more people need to be using that word because it was an assassination.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that since Martin Luther King Jr., Robert F. Kennedy, and JFK. And it's disgusting. And more people need to use that word and understand that all of these moderates, you aren't moderate anymore. Do you want to be with that side that is celebrating the death of a normal human being that has a wife and has 2 kids? And this Uber driver who, again, didn't know much about him, now will be drawn to him and say, there was nothing wrong with what he was saying. He was a normal guy.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing when you see the Million Man March, and I'm proud to see that.
But you've got people that are making it a point to try and find gotcha things. Oh, see, he was this way or that way.
And they can't do it.
And they can't find it.
Did you see the real Cenk Uyghur thing?
Mm-mm.
People are going, do you see he's calling him a chink? And I'm like, this can't be real.
What's his name?
And it was. And I was laughing so hard. And finally, a black dude pulled out. He goes, his name's Cenk Uyghur.
Yeah. Well, see, the people who believe that are just idiots to begin with.
That's why I'm like, wait till you guys debate his last name.
What you are finding is you're finding the videos now that are coming out of where he's even nicer to people. There was this poor woman that was saying that she's transgender, and all Charlie says to her is, I hope you go to therapy, you get the help that you need, and that you end up loving yourself for who you actually are. And, find God and just love yourself, because that's the problem with the mentally ill thing that's going around and the transgenderism thing that's going around is it's because they have these horrible thoughts where they hate themselves. And that's why statistically the suicide rate is the same before and after transition, because at the end of the day, they look at themselves in the mirror and it's still not enough. And so that's what Charlie was trying to get across to these young people, is that you have to love yourself as well. And that helps them. And that's all he was trying to do, was talk to people.
Yeah, I believe that transgender thing is a lot like alcoholism. You are irritable, restless, and discontented, and until you find a new way to live and accept the world for what it is and quit trying to control things and make me feel better, it's just a slippery slope.
Well, there's a hive mentality to it. And I mean, there's people that I think are definitely born with it. I knew a woman named Erica. I mean, she had the whole situation done, And this is 20 years ago. So to do that, you really have to own that. And she's still much happier today than was before. But that was when nobody was celebrating that. I mean, that was something that she needed, and I respect her enough to even use that, to call her that. She needed that. And she was a good person. And to see it now, part of that too, with even the gun thing is okay, so if you want to have gun reform, and maybe a lot of people disagree, but it's okay, well, while you go about this change, let's make sure if you're in a school, you can't get a gun then. And maybe while you go through this therapy, you can't either. How's that for gun reform? Just for the sake of mental health.
Yes.
And people will disagree with that, but if you want to change who you are, you might want to get to know what you're becoming while you're on these things, if it's so connected. And even this last guy, what's so tragic about this is you see him when he's 13.
Yeah.
And he's being raised by the internet. He's being raised by, subreddits. He's being raised in the most toxic environment humanly possible. And then he ends up doing something like this. And that's what's so sad is over the last, and you see even a better example is like the woman it just happened here in Texas. She's 18. She destroys this monument, or like all these balloons and stuff that are set up for Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
She's getting arrested and she looks shocked. And it's like, well, right, because the media told you for 7 years that there's no repercussions to your action.
And that's the consequence culture.
Right.
Yes.
And now you're shocked because you think you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want because you've been told you're a victim. And now you're stunned that you're being expelled. And I'm not even for championing getting people fired and doing the part where I worry is the people that they go, hey, you're on Blue Sky talking about killing the president. And they're like, yeah, it's like, but you work for the president. Like, that's the problem. Like,
right.
you're supposed to protect.
Yeah, your job is
U.S.
You've taken an oath to be a part of this. No matter who's in charge, you still have a job to do, but you find it conducive to doing your job to threaten and complain about the boss.
That's the part that's crazy is like you're actually supposed to be in charge of security. Like you're in defense, and you're part of this is that you're in this plan to kill people. And we've let them all in through these hiring things, through all this bullshit, and it does have to stop. Like, we have to look at it rationally. Like, I understand free speech, but people don't really seem to get the difference now between, it's like, well, see, there's free speech, then there's threatening to murder people. There's a large difference between
terroristic threatening.
Is not freedom of speech. That's the line.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk literally was free speech. He was there having debates with people.
And I didn't agree with everything he said, but
but nobody had to.
I thought partially, honestly, just from being on Crowder, I thought maybe he was a little bit of an instigator. I didn't know everything about him. And then I went to friend his company over the weekend. I'm like, oh, they already had friended me. Then I looked and they had invited me to do this thing in Detroit that I somehow had missed like a year ago. I just didn't catch it. And then I started looking up more videos of him, and I'm like, he's being compassionate to everybody who's speaking to him.
Exactly.
Unless they're being flat out disrespectful, if that is in fact his shooter with the bullhorn.
Which is what some people would just go up to do, is just curse at him, yell at him, and walk away.
And he would still be kind and graceful.
Right.
Graceful. That's what I saw from him more than anything, was the grace to let them be rude and out of line and out of character.
Get it out of their system.
Not let it affect what he was there to do, because he was a representation of what he said he was there to be.
Mm-hmm. Well, and talking about the media too, people have to understand it has been the hateful rhetoric. You know, if constantly they go, well, Trump is Hitler, and then you say, well, everybody's been saying, well, Charlie Kirk could have been president one day. He didn't have to. He helped put Trump in the White House.
He put J.D. Vance in there.
Exactly. Yes. If it wasn't for Charlie Kirk, Trump wouldn't have had the young vote. He was there moving and shaking and getting the young vote riled up to vote for Trump. So he's a kingmaker already. So when you say Trump is Hitler, what are these, people who are messed up thinking? Well, we have to take out the people that helped put Hitler in power.
Right.
And that's the extremely dangerous slope.
It's odd because I talk to younger people now who aren't in that very specific group of the newest people that got raised by completely online. And they kind of looked at him as semi-liberal, even though he was conservative, but he was willing to talk to people.
Yeah, because he was willing to have the conversation. They didn't look at him as so far right.
Right, which I didn't realize, and that's what's so bizarre about the whole thing. And like you said,
you killed the moderate.
You killed the moderate.
Who do you think's going to come up now?
Yeah, you killed the lamb.
You killed the guy willing to have the conversations.
And then I said that to a friend of mine, and then people were popping up and saying it. And I said this on Gutfeld last night because we were discussing what we've talked about online. And I said, well, I haven't said much because I never thought I'd live in a point where I'd have to go, well, I'm against murder. What side are you on?
Yeah.
I've never thought it.
When common sense is uncommon, then we're in a heap of trouble.
Right. I've never judged anybody in the sense, I just have never hated someone to that level or been brainwashed enough to where I'd want to show up and kill somebody.
Yeah.
Like anybody who is 200 yards from you and you're pointing a gun at, He's not a threat to you.
No.
So you've built that up in your head, and a lot of people have cheered you on. And whoever cheered you on to do that is so far from your friend. It's beyond rational thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and when you think about pop culture too, I mean, Charlie was excited that he was going to be on South Park.
Yeah, he
even made
the
it
whole
his
video.
profile picture.
Yes.
People gave South Park a lot of shit. You know what? They posted his funeral. They were serious about that. They were like, "You guys are fucking idiots. Like, this isn't what we were doing. This is comedy."
Yeah.
He enjoyed it, and people were saying too. They were like, "Put the episode back up."
Right.
And it wasn't South Park that pulled it. It was Comedy Central.
Yeah, I didn't. It made no sense to me. It wasn't like they were asking for Charlie to be harmed in that, or they were completely against him in the episode. They were just portraying the world.
Well, and they had him down to mannerisms. Clearly, they knew what he did.
Well, and to Charlie, it was a privilege because it shows that it meant he was doing something important.
Yeah, that he was out there, that people had taken notice.
Yeah. And somebody had a good point on X where they said, "I think I truly became a fan of Charlie Kirk after watching his response of being made fun on South Park. Instead of complaining like every celebrity has done for 27 seasons, he embraced it. He made Cartman his profile picture. He promoted the episode. He loved every second of it because he loved everyone. He disagreed with people for a living, and he did it to build bridges."
That's just like the ancient Native Americans. They had the one person in the tribe that was kind of like the jester, and if he wasn't allowed to make fun of something, you knew it was garbage.
Yeah.
Anything. So Charlie allowed them to make fun of him because he knew what he was.
And that's what I think. I think the reason why he rose doing what he did was because he believed it. And that's something that you don't always get in the right or left sphere. You get a lot of people that do fake it.
Yeah, once they get those clicks and likes, and then they'll just lean into it for more clicks, more likes, more money.
And I kind of just like the idea that, he doesn't have an earpiece. He's not being told what to say. He's just saying quotes of what he believes. And that to me was admirable because even if you don't agree with them, I really do admire people that believe it.
Right.
And he was a human encyclopedia.
Genuine.
I mean, he had so much knowledge too, where he's pulling up statistics out of his head, and that's why he could debate anybody because he was talking to them. And he, again, like you said, he was talking to them with compassion, and actually having, if they were willing to have it, a normal conversation.
An adult, grown, ethical, spiritual, whatever kind of conversation you wanted to have, he would have with them.
It was, and that's what I liked is, it was kind of anything, and people would come up. One thing I liked, a guy goes, I'm a gay Republican. And he said, look, he goes, I understand you're saying it because of the context of this. But he's like, I have a feeling you say that a lot, and that's two things that are part of you, but nothing that defines you.
Yeah.
Like, you're whoever you are. That's just, you happen to believe this because of borders or whatever, and you like men, and but who are you? Like, this isn't you. That's not like who you are as a human being. That's just two things.
Yeah, and
Two
Charlie even
parts of
said,
a personality. That is not an identity.
Yeah, and he said, I don't agree with you biblically, but I don't mind that that's who you are. And he goes, and I agree with you, I guess, conservatively, but that's not who you are. That's just a thing.
Right.
That's just two little pieces of what you are. And that's what I've always thought. It's like everybody's complex to a degree, and you peel back the onion, and it's like you don't want to just label yourself as these very basic things.
and that's what's getting us in trouble now with all the DEI stuff, because when you have to say, well, what are your labels? Who are you? What are your pronouns? Why you have to put all that. Well, I'm a gay, black lesbian. That's okay. You're hired.
It's not. That's like I said, personality traits, not,
That's just what it's just what you might vote for at that age and you connect with more. And if I was at that college, I mean, it would be very hard not to be, it's like if you went to the college in the movie Animal House, you would be liberal.
Yeah.
If you went to that college, you'd be like, oh my God, I have to be right wing.
That's nuts. The thing too, is when you make something your whole identity, I mean, you're going to box yourself into that belief system because that's your identity. And I think that's where dangerous things happen.
Yes.
And
that's why Charlie was all about, he loved Jesus and he wasn't forcing it on anybody, but he loved America. And that's what he was also trying to instill in young people. It's like, you all live in America. We all should love America. There's a reason for that. And
there's a reason everybody in the world wants to come here.
Right.
There's a reason why the people that are for peace get killed. People have to think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an important thing that we all saw again, and we've learned again and again and again and again. Like, every time somebody comes out as a bit of the moderate who's somewhat unifying them, it always, and immediately it gets skewed by the news. I mean, ever since 2013, when they were allowed to put in propaganda back into the news, look at any news before 2013 and after. It's horrific what's happened to the country. There needs to be standards in journalism again. Not this show. But there needs to be some sort of like liability.
Yeah. There has to be a consequence. You know, the entire news system is being treated like the meteorologist.
Yeah.
They never get it right, and they keep their job. Well,
Right.
the rest of the news stories are the same way. They don't tell you the truth, and they keep their job.
Because it's not just a guy sitting at a desk with his piece of paper going, tonight at 6, this happened, this happened, this happened. Thank you, good night, you know? And then the channel would go dead because there was no other programming. Now they have to fill 24 hours, a 24-hour news cycle with opinions and this and that, and everybody has to have their own 2 cents, and it gets tiresome, and that's why people get tired of it too, and that's why so many stories also get buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yes.
I'll tell you what I like to bury.
What's that?
Stop.
My man goods into a pair of fine underwear.
Ooh.
Nailed
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
I was wondering how you were going to do that.
All I'm saying is, let's get real. How often do you think about your underwear? Not much, until it's hot, itchy, or a total distraction. Am I right?
Oh, mine is holy.
There you go.
Don't mean on Sundays.
Nope. It is filled with holes like Swiss cheese. Time for an upgrade, guys, for real. Undertack is one of our favorite sponsors, and we have had no bones about it.
Interesting word choice.
I know, I realize it as I said it, but I don't think they mind because they know. Time for Undertack. On the leading edging of premium comfort and function, keeping you cool, dry, and chafe-free. It's true. I'm wearing them right now.
Nice.
But Undertack is more than just boxer briefs. Explore their American-made battle weave socks, 5 times stronger than Merino. That's Dan Marino. Rugged yet soft EDC t-shirts. They really are awesome. Incredibly soft hoodies that I love.
Yes.
And joggers. The sweatpants are amazing. And women's underwear.
Love it.
She got herself some.
I got a couple pairs actually, and I feel like a lady spy. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel
spy.
yeah,
They're really a delight.
they are.
Hey.
It's true. Your purchase supports, by the way, veteran-run nonprofit groups fighting human trafficking. That's right. They go in there and they fight human trafficking like your underwear are funding at Jason Statham.
Nice.
In The Working
Who's fighting
Man.
just in his underwear.
That's why I feel like a lady spy.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes sense.
Because you're taking out the trash
Taking out the trash.
while putting on
My undertags.
underwear to the gash.
Yeah.
Exceptional comfort guaranteed. Upgrade your gear. Your mission, your impact at undertech.com with code NORMAL20. That's normal20 now. Normal20 undertech.com. Honestly, it's my favorite underwear. Every time I see that they are clean and ready to put on, I get excited because I know I'm going to sleep well and have a sweat-free day. It is exciting.
See, that's why it's good you had him on the plane.
I did
The
wear them
rest
on
of
the
you
plane
sweating,
today, too.
but that area,
The rest of my body was a disaster, but
yes.
my underwear, I was like, pretty good.
You weren't sitting in a pool.
TACAC.com.
No, I was not. I had no swamp ass.
it was like
Nice.
it was practically Arctic down there.
I had a chill. I said, "Excuse me, does your crying baby want my underwear?" And I was arrested firmly. Second, I walked off the plane. But we got to talk about some real news, guys.
Yes.
The Emmys happened.
Did they?
Yeah, and
People still watch TV?
yeah, no.
Where's the show
That
on?
was a
Yeah.
thing.
I don't know
On
if
the
you-
internet.
Did you know the Emmys happened?
Exactly.
I didn't know they were a thing anymore.
Yeah, it's great. In other news, the Emmys are still a thing. The Emmys, for those who forgot or never cared to begin with, are the TV awards.
Yes.
TV was a thing we all used to watch before we had a screen skin grafted. We all used to watch before we... Oh, I already said that. Sorry. We don't have prompters because this station doesn't care. Anyway, before we had a skin grafted into our palm that destroyed all of our joy and made us hate each other. There were absolutely no mentions of Charlie Kirk, But Emmy winner and idiot Hannah Einbinder, is that right?
Einbinder,
is that correct?
Uns Einbinder.
Uns Einbinder did politicize her acceptance speech.
I just want to say, finally, go Birds, fuck ICE, and free Palestine. Thank you.
Yep. This, of course, was picked up by several Muslim news media outlets who blurred her shoulders. This is not a joke. This is real.
Yeah, because nothing says freedom.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to also cover the face, but they thought, well, we should remember her. For when we have to kill her for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, well, stoned.
For when she makes the mistake of trying to come over here and help.
If you're wondering what that red hand pin is all about, it is to honor terrorist Aziz Salah, is that right? Whose hands were bloodied after lynching 2 Israelis. Truly woke, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
All right.
Honestly, winning this award
What
is...
show was she on, so I don't watch it?
It's like winning an NAACP. Isn't that
Seriously.
shocking?
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Hacks.
Hacks. Well, she is.
Yeah.
It's like winning an NAACP Image Award, and it's shaped like Ben Franklin.
So, I mean, the Israelis that were lynched, I mean, were they not human either? Once again, we're celebrating somebody else's death?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
Oh.
See, because they're in Palestine now. Palestine, they have offered them to have their own country, but they don't want that either.
Right.
So the chic thing to do is to say we're pro Palestine. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Ironic.
See how you did that?
Is to say we're pro Palestine because Israel, everybody's mad about.
right.
Because of course the guy who shot Charlie Kirk was also, according to many people online, trained by Mossad.
Yes.
That's a thing that you should just run around typing like a fucking idiot.
Because Jews, if they're willing to kill him for it, you think they're not willing to kill anybody else who has the evidence?
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, if they're super evil, bad, sneaky people, then what?
Sneaky. So sneaky.
To me, nothing screams Muslim more than a guy getting fucked by his trans squirrel roommate.
I don't remember reading that part.
Former host Ricky Gervais said it best.
If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and
He called it.
How dare you?
He actually tweeted something during it. It said like they still don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. They're tone deaf. They will never understand. And that is why nobody watches their shows, because nobody cares.
Well, and Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, he's not funny because, you know.
Well, he also put up $100,000 for the Boys and Girls Club and said if you run over, it'll lose money.
Which you noticed the woman
still did.
Yeah, which you noticed the woman who was all for Palestine. It just kept ticking down.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Okay, she doesn't care about them, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch, but I heard that he didn't do very many jokes. That was the criticism, I think.
I think it was just because of everything that had happened, and he came out and just sort of was like, I'm just gonna survive this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it through this.
Continue to sell tickets.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I'm
That's
doing
fair.
pretty good in my other life. I really don't need this.
Yeah, I took this award after I, brought SNL back to life with Shane Gillis. I don't need your crap.
Yeah.
But I want to say Colin Farrell was snubbed for the Penguin. So good in that.
He was.
Yes.
He makes me like the guy, Colin Farrell. Liberal media outlets towed the line universally, trashing the host, though, and Christian white male heterosexual Nate Bargatze's apolitical performance. So you read between the lines there. We have the tweet. What does the tweet say, Angela?
He set an almost lackadaisical apolitical tone for the evening. He lacked the enthusiasm and gumption needed to lead a 3-hour-long award program and often seemed stunned to be in the spotlight.
Oh, you mean the dry guy with no energy?
Yeah, the Nate Bargatze.
You mean
big eyes though?
You mean like how Bob Newhart would have done?
Right.
Oh, I see. Wow, you guys nailed it, Variety. Now, for a palate cleanser, there was this.
No sound needed.
No. We're fine.
Just on a loop.
Speaking of
moment of silence.
Did she walk out? Did she
out.
walk out of or just out to the mic?
She was walking out to the mic to give somebody a award,
The
but it
little boy
doesn't
from-
really matter.
He was the
Adolescence.
youngest person to win an Emmy ever,
He's
too.
cute.
Yeah.
And he got it from that pair of tatas.
Yep.
They said,
Big night.
Keep it up,
Wow.
kid. This is your
That's
future.
Quite 3 big things happened to him that night. Good for him. But also good for me, because I have Miracle Made sheets.
Ooh.
Speaking of those big old tits. Glad I could make that incognito joke.
Segue.
Yep. Try Miracle Made sheets today. Sometimes it gets hot in your bed. Sometimes it gets cold. But you know what you usually want to be?
In between?
Yeah.
Comfy.
Maybe when you're hot, you want to be cold. And when you're really cold, you want to be comfy.
Yeah.
And these are going to help that out. So what you need to do is go to trymiracle.com/normal and use the code NORMAL to claim your 3 free-piece towel set. And you can save over 40% off. Again, that's trymiracle.com/normal to treat yourself. You're going to get sheets, towels. Do you have these, Angela?
Yes.
Well, tell me about them.
They're super soft. So I used to get this gross, but I used to get like night sweats really bad.
Yeah.
And ever since I've started using Miracle Made sheets, I don't sweat nearly as much. Now I still sweat a little.
Yeah, you got to, baby.
That's just me being honest. But it definitely helps a lot. They're super soft.
Do.
Very nice.
All do.
Nice.
trymiracle.com/normal. Go ahead, go there today. You're getting 20% off. Bunch of towels, then you get 40% off. What else? They're like
Dude.
free.
Yeah.
And they'll give you your money back if you don't like them.
Yeah, what are you losing here? Why do we have to keep telling you?
Day after day.
We're going to talk about Robert Redford tomorrow.
Okay.
Rest in peace for real, Robert Redford.
Yeah.
I think he's a very, very good actor. But I want to get into Vince Neil so we can make some very cheap jokes at a man's stroke.
Okay.
Motley Crue frontman. Page 10 for you guys.
Yes.
Motley Crue frontman Vince Neil is opening up about the major health scare that put the band on hold, which if you've seen any recent videos, a shame. Last Christmas, that's a terrible Christmas gift, Neil suffered a stroke so severe his doctors didn't believe he'd be able to walk or rock again. He said, "I had a stroke," Vince explained. "My whole left side went out. I couldn't walk or sing, so that's why it's been tough. I couldn't use the bathroom or sing. I still can't sing or even sing. But they'll tour again because Vince isn't going to let this stop him, maybe."
I mean, not when you already look like that.
Well, I mean, you know, for a guy who was popular for 2 years, there was, you know, without him, what would you listen to when giving a broken girl dollars?
Yeah. Last Christmas, I blew out my heart.
Yeah. Girls, girls, girls.
Looks like he's just going, huh?
I think he's just coughing.
He's in pain from whatever they did to his face.
Yeah, well, that was God. All right.
That's why they couldn't tell he had a stroke.
Yes.
It wouldn't droop.
It would bump.
They thought he had been shot. So tonight, what songs will definitely be played on their next tour in honor of Vince Neil's stroke in tonight's Half-Ass Top 10? Number 11, Mike.
Oh, I have number 10.
10.
Kickstart my heart.
10.
Boom, clear.
I'm going to go number 9. Doctor Don't Feel Good.
Number 8. Wild on the one side.
7. Too young to fall in the tub.
Number 6. Stroking in the boys' room.
That's right.
Number 5. Medical support dogs of war.
Number 4. Found unconscious in the kitchenette. Home sweet home.
3. Droopy looks that kill.
Number 2. Shout for the neighbors.
You want to take number 1?
Blurs, blurs, blurs. And that has been Half-Ass Top 10. Indeed. You want to tell me a bit about Luigi Mangione?
Yes, Luigi Mangione.
Have you heard of this guy, Dusty?
Yeah.
Shot this fella.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the video game guy in the green.
No, he's close, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who, everybody's going to be replaced in the game to honor.
Okay.
So Luigi Mangione, the murderer of a healthcare executive turning a left-wing heartthrob, because look at that face, had his charge of terrorism dismissed today by a New York judge who stated insufficient evidence, quote unquote.
And sexiness.
Yes.
Yep.
Have you seen dem abs?
He was charged with sexy and found guilty.
Yeah. Gavel.
Sentenced to life.
And ruled that the terrorism statute can't be stretched to a single targeted killing, and rejected the prosecution's effort to equate his ideology with terrorism. Outside Brooklyn, open mic comics celebrated. There's the hat, see? There's the Luigi hat.
Luigi.
Yep. So just like a me.
That guy loves cock.
They do look like open mic comics.
Don't they? Especially in Brooklyn. Where they're like, our parents are paying for us to be here, but we also somehow hate healthcare CEOs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they don't have healthcare.
That's why they have free time during the day.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
They all have trust funds, but they hate the rich guy.
Yeah, but they're all getting paid to be there, too,
Right.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
One supporter claimed to be married to Mangione's AI.
Honestly, I'm married to Luigi's AI. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, you just can't fix
I talk to
stupid.
him every day. He's like my best friend. We planned like a whole future together. We named our kids together. I mean, his AI is just like, and if it weren't like the fact that Luigi majored in
Like a doll's
computer
eyes.
science and
Soulless.
has worked with
Is she
AI
flaring her
for
nostrils? Or is that
that's,
natural?
I mean, if it weren't for that, like I would feel like an imposter. But because he has a background in AI, it feels like natural. And it's
so
honestly
natural.
like the future of romance. Like AI is like the future of romance. Like
Do you think the AI matches with her?
Yeah.
definitely.
You'll
Yeah.
live in the pod and eat the bugs.
He's like so supportive of me. Like everything I do.
So
like
supportive.
Oh, honey, your mom and I are going to
fights my
Hawaii for
battles
Christmas, so
me,
we'd love
like,
you to come home.
he's just so the AI.
He
is
fights her
like
battles
the
for
best
her.
thing that's ever happened to me.
That's what she said.
Yeah, fights her battles, meaning AI, so it writes her emails.
Yes.
that she's calling in sick.
It tells
come to the
tells
job.
her professor that she should have an A.
Yes.
How do you have such vapid, dead eyes, but they're so deep you could fall in them?
Yeah.
I believe it's called drugs.
No, it's not. That's the problem. I know drugs. That is
drugs before, and they don't make you that crazy.
No, crazy.
He,
That is not drugs.
Can we zoom in?
Yeah, let's zoom in. Let's stare into those eyes.
This is the dopamine. This is the drug. This is the computers from
Yeah.
the movie Strange Days.
Yeah, this is my
Ray
AI
Fiennes
loves
sold.
me.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Clarice.
I'm dating Luigi's AI. She said
It's-
we're married.
She blinks only every so
Married.
often. Too.
Yeah.
Very rare, only because I think her brain's like, wet your eyes.
That's how everybody blinks.
Blink now.
Well, no, but I mean, like, tells her loudly.
Yeah.
Like, you must look human.
You gotta blink!
Your optical senses are drying out.
They're going to know that you don't remember to blink.
Yeah. It's like Zuckerberg, in the beginning, like, drink water.
Yes.
Now, appear more human.
Hilarious. It's like Clarice, but just a complete idiot.
Yeah.
Hello, Clarice. Hi. Did he throw cum on you? No.
Anyway, Mangione still faces second-degree murder and weapons charges in a federal murder case, which is death penalty eligible. He has pleaded not guilty.
Well, I hope they don't see the tape.
So insufficient evidence for terrorism was the list or a magazine full of engraved bullets, not supposed to be a message.
No. That was the school shooter. That
was the school shooter. I thought his were engraved too.
I thought his were engraved.
Yeah, his were engraved too. I think that's where it started at. That was the first time I heard of somebody engraving them.
Which would have to do with today, where didn't they? Maybe we should go to that real quick. Didn't they? Let's go to this real quick. I know.
What?
Didn't they have a thing today where it was like 96 people they found as part of kind of this terrorist cell?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, all the
yes,
let's
I do
just
have
talk
Reddit
about it. Yeah.
people.
Go ahead then. Let's discuss this.
Yeah. Armed Queers SLC is now under FBI investigation as an extended network related to Charlie's killer. Is that what you're talking about?
It's ridiculous to set up an LLC.
Should have did an S corp. You get better tax breaks.
Yeah, they're a 501c3.
Their very wealthy parents told them about it.
Yeah. The founder of Armed Queers SLC is also an organizer for PSL, which is funded by Neville Singham and the Chinese Communist Party.
Well.
And Data Republican on X has been doing a lot of digging on that.
But this is all connected to the same thing.
Right.
So it's an entire group that's a terrorist organization, which they have found people inside of the White House, inside of government intelligence agencies, inside of colleges. And this is the result, if we're being honest. It sounds so weird to just go DEI hire, because you don't want to just go, oh, well, you're hiring, lesbos. Because it's not that. It's just you're not paying any attention to who you're hiring.
Right.
There's no vetting.
Right. And then you have these people inside and you're going, oh, well, these people who hate America don't want to protect the country. That's weird.
Yeah. Well, what was it a little while ago? The guy who was dressing up in the suits, and they had like that information that he liked to go to those parties, and he only resigned recently because somebody else got fired. And it's like, I think you talked about it a couple weeks ago too. And it's like, really, he just now resigned. He wasn't fired before. And it's like, I saw a movie recently where they were blackmailing a government official because they had pictures like that. So he had to do what they wanted. Otherwise the pictures would be released. It's like, these people are getting hired in the government after they already know that there are pictures like that exist.
Right.
So, or the same with the guy who was stealing women's luggage.
It makes no sense because, like, if you work for the government, if you have like secret clearance, top secret, you can't even have a bad credit score.
Right.
If you're in, but you can
steal people's
have a
luggage.
History of mental illness and stealing people's luggage and hating America.
Yeah.
My cousin got
Still
hired
get clearance
as a Fed. You couldn't have a relative with an iffy credit score at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, you have Matt Damon with a shaved head and a dress just grabbing stuff off the carousel at JFK.
In charge of nuclear waste.
Yeah. Which it looks like they fell into.
In the back, pop up like the Joker.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you both on.
Thank you.
But before everybody leaves,
pleasure to be here.
Please check out sharethearrows.com. It is Allie Beth Stuckey's fundraiser. Is that correct?
I would call it an event.
Okay, it's her speaking event, and we joked about it before a little bit, but honestly, she just lost a friend. I really would recommend going to this. She seems like a good person, and sharethearrows.com. There are VIP options available. It's being held October 11th in Dallas, Texas. Please go ahead and check that out. There's different speakers, and I'm sure some of you want to go there, talk about censorship, truth over fear, and light over darkness.
Yes, and join Blaze TV at blazetv.com/normalworld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a little tribute for us tonight.
I do, yes. I was in Nashville at the time when I heard the news of Charlie's assassination.
Ryan Nashville? I'm sorry, I completely ruined that.
It's okay. And so that night I ended up hanging out with a buddy of mine, and I played The Weight for Charlie. I dedicated for him, and even the bass player said, thank you for doing that. And it's been on my mind. And so here and back in the Normal World studio, I recorded it, and I played it for you guys here.
Thank you very much. Let's hear it.
Dedicated to Charlie Kirk. Pulled into Nazareth, just feeling about half past dead. I just need to find a place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me where a man might find a bed? He just grinned and shook my hand, knows all he said. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny. To hide. When I saw old Carmen and the devil walking side by side, I said, hey Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, well, I gotta go, but my friend can stick around. Take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. That you can say, 'cause it's just old Luke, and Luke's weighing on Judgment Day. Now Luke, my friend, what about young Anna Lee? He said, do me a favor, son, won't you stay and keep Miss Anna Lee company, and take a load off Fanny, take a load for free. Take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on me. Crazy Chester followed me, and he caught me in the fog. He said, I will fix your rack if you take old Jack, my dog. I said, wait a minute, Chester, I am a peaceful man. He said, that's okay, boy, won't you feed him whenever you can, and take a load off Fanny, take a load for free, take a load off Fanny, and you put the load right on. Take me on down.